Hi friends, welcome back to Black Cat Folk Magic. All kind people are welcome here. Today we're going to talk about what message Spirit wants us to know. Sometimes we just don't know what to ask, or sometimes it's so removed from us that we don't even know that the message that they're trying to send exists. So I like to leave it open sometimes and just let Spirit say what Spirit needs to say, correct? So that's what we're going to do today. Okay, these oracle cards that I have here, these beautiful oracle cards that I have for us to choose our groups with, they were created by my lovely friend, Pomona Sparrow. I will leave a link down in the description for her website so you could purchase them. They're really lovely, and I think you'll be very happy to have these in your collection. Also, if you could subscribe, like, and comment, that would help me so much. Okay, as always, we have 3 groups to choose from. Group 1 with Bluebird. Group 2 with Heron. And Group 3 with Woodpecker. As always, the timestamps are down in the description, and I'll see you in your reading. Hi, Group 1, you chose the Bluebird. It's so cute. I love seeing these guys outside. When I was a kid, we used to make wishes on bluebirds, and if they flew up, that means your wish would come true. If they flew down, that means your wish wasn't going to come true. So we all figured out pretty quickly that you only make wishes on bluebirds that are standing on the ground. Okay, let's get your message from Spirit. Let's get you a few oracle cards. The Mountain. Sorry about that. Hit the... Okay, and not my rules, but YouTube's rules. We have the Womb. I try to refrain from sticking my opinion in here, but you probably know how I feel about censoring this beautiful art. The Bee and the Pomegranate with Productivity. Okay, now let's get into your tarot. What message does Group 1 need to hear? What message does Group 1 need to hear? We have the Chariot. We have the Fool. We have the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Tower. And we have the Five of Cups. Womb, Mountain, Productivity. Seems like you went out on a limb here at some point, and you decided, all right, no risk, no reward. I'm going to go after my dreams. I'm going to go after what I want. And it didn't work out the way you thought it was going to. Okay? It was very disappointing for you. And you were very discouraged because you put so much work into this, and you took such good care, and you learned everything you thought you needed to learn, and you went the extra mile with every step, and you really put your heart and soul into this project, okay? We have the Ten of Cups. Wow. We have the Ten of Wands. Maybe that slip was for a reason. We have the Eight of Cups. We have the Devil. We have the Nine of Wands. We have the Ace of Wands. All right. The message from Spirit is very clear. The time for licking your wounds is over. Okay? You took this disappointment to heart, and you really wallowed in self-pity here. This is not an accusation. Listen, I get it. And that's fine. Sometimes we just need to do that for a little while to regain our strength, right? Well, Spirit is saying, okay, you've done that. Now it's time to start again. With this Womb card and this Seven of Pentacles, I feel like for most of you, this is a collective reading, so it can be different for everyone. But I feel like for most of you, you probably need to try the same idea again. The time just wasn't right for it. It's like maybe you can execute it in a different way so that it's more successful. But the Womb makes me think you had a very good kernel of an idea just gestating. Okay? And Spirit says not to abandon that. If you agree with that, use your own brain and your own heart. This mountain is like, gosh, I worked so hard to get here. It was like climbing a mountain. And they're just saying, that doesn't mean it's over. You're still up the mountain. You just have a little farther to go, right? Judgment. Ten of Swords. Page of Swords. And Three of Pentacles. Okay. Spirit says, yes, it is time to move on past this hurt. It's time to move in baby steps. So, move in baby steps with much energy. So maybe, the first step is taking accountability for where you went wrong. Making notes about, well, I should have done this instead. I should have done this instead. Hindsight's 20/20, all right? And we can learn a lot from our mistakes. This does not mean to dwell in our mistakes. It is saying to use it as a roadmap of what not to do next time. It also says seek out community. Maybe seek out someone who already works in this field, or friends that are really good at business, and ask them what they think. That sort of thing. Because I think you were trying to do it alone before. And Spirit says there's no reason to do that. There's absolutely no reason to do that. Page of Wands. Six of Wands. And Ten of Cups. Yes, you will be successful this time. You will definitely be successful this time if you take Spirit's advice. Reach out to people with more experience than you have. Don't give in to your ego and take it slow. But I see this as being a success for you. And I wish you all the luck in the world. You deserve this. And I can't wait to hear what kind of business becomes, or endeavor, it doesn't have to be a business, what sort of endeavor becomes successful for you? All right, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Take care. Hi, Group 2, you chose the Heron. It's such a beautiful card. Okay, let's get into your reading and see what message Spirit has for you. Let's start with some oracle cards. We have Run with the Wolves. We have Sight of Owl. Somehow my camera got a little wonky. My apologies. Okay, we have the Salamander and the Black Pepper with Inspiration. Okay, let's get into your tarot here. Spirit, what message do you have for Group 2? What message do you have for Group 2? We have the Page of Pentacles. We have the Two of Wands. We have the Knight of Wands. Excuse me. I'm so sorry that keeps happening. We have the Ace of Cups. And we have the Sun. Okay. I heard you're being too cautious. Now, I always hesitate to bring a message like that because often it serves us well to be cautious, right? It keeps us safe sometimes. But right now, you have success waiting for you, and not just tiny success. You have huge success waiting for you, but you're being so cautious in getting there. I feel like some of you are maybe like putting it off till later, like, oh, once I, have put in this many years at my work, then I'll, take the leap and do something. When I retire, this is what I'll do. This is a collective reading, so there are a lot of scenarios here. Always use your own brain and your own heart, please. Do not give your power over to tarot. But what I'm seeing here with Run with the Wolves and Sight of Owl and Inspiration is that you have some really killer ideas. You have some really great ideas that are fresh, that are needed, that are going to be very, very successful. And I feel like you're so afraid to implement them because you're not that confident. You're confident in the ideas, I believe. Most of you are. I think you're not confident in your ability to execute them. Okay. We have Nine of Wands. We have Ten of Swords. Okay, so you've been burned before. You have Eight of Wands. These are just a mess, and I am sorry about that. Sometimes Spirit sends me messages like this that are messy, and I think maybe there's a message in there. Something about just because things look haphazard and not orderly, that doesn't mean that they're not valuable. That doesn't mean that you should scrap them or dismiss them, because there's a lot of truth in there, okay? Okay, we have Eight of Wands, King of Swords, and Page of Cups. Okay, so the problem here is that when you tried this the first time, there was a piece of information that you didn't have, okay, that kept you from being successful. And that piece of information is coming to you, and rather quickly, okay? There is definitely a message coming to you very quickly, and it might shake you up. I mean, look how distressed this person looks, and their cat, look how distressed. But ultimately, it'll lead you to the knowledge you need to make this idea successful. But you're going to feel like you have to maybe start fresh, start over. And that's okay. This is very strange. This is very similar to group 1, but that happens sometimes in collective readings. We have Six of Swords. We have Two of Cups. We have Page of Wands. And we have Strength. So Spirit is saying things don't look great to you right now because you're still in the rough waters. But moving slowly but surely toward your goal will get you there. You need to be more measured this time. I think you should lean on somebody else for some support right now. Maybe talk over with a friend your plans so they can point out your blind spots, right? Having a second pair of eyes on a problem is one of the best ways to solve it. It truly, truly is. I mean, you can be very wise and know what you're doing, but we all have these blind spots sometimes. Sometimes it's things we just don't want to be true, so we won't see them. Or, and this is why we have trusted people in our lives that hopefully you do, that you can go and say, hey, can you walk down this path with me a little bit? Imagine we're on this path together, and start pointing out things that you would do differently. And then think about that. That doesn't mean that you have to do everything the way that they would do it, but maybe they're seeing pitfalls that you're not. And this is going to take some patience from you. I feel like for some of you, this is not ideal. You don't like asking for help, and you certainly don't want anybody involved in this project. But it's important this time, okay? We have Eight of Swords. We have Five of Wands. We have Four of Swords. You are your own worst enemy right now. You're really tripping yourself up with your what ifs, with your, there are battles going on in your brain constantly saying, no, you can't do this because of whatever made up reason, and Spirit is saying, cut it out. Cut that out. This assignment wouldn't have been given to you if you couldn't do it. You can do it. And we have Nine of Pentacles, which, means you can do it. The Nine of Pentacles is a wonderful card. I love it. It talks about independence. It talks about being able to fill your own cup. It talks about, making your own abundance, entertaining yourself. You can do this. Especially if you take that advice of, reaching out a little bit. That doesn't mean you need to pair up with somebody to do this. I don't think that's the answer for you. But I do think, asking someone to have a second pair of eyes on the situation is going to help. Yep, because there's something you're missing. There's something that you're just not seeing. And it's almost like you don't want to see it. So you need this other person to help you. And it's going to definitely change everything about the way that you view this situation. Okay? All right, is there an outcome card here? Well, it doesn't get better than that. Ten of Pentacles. So, have faith, move slowly. No, don't move slowly in this. I think this is really telling you you've been moving too slowly. Have faith, reach out is the message I'm getting. Reach out, talk to some buddies about it, and let them point out what you're not seeing, okay? And it looks like you're set up for success. So congratulations. Okay, I hope this was helpful. I hope you enjoyed your reading, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Hi, Group 3. You chose the Woodpecker. Okay, let's get into it and see what your message from Spirit is. I'm going to start out with some oracle cards. Put this little guy over here. The Ancients. Hold on just a second. I don't know why this keeps getting messed up like this. Okay, better. We have the Spirit of the North. Okay, let me get you another kind of oracle card. We have the Trout and Lily of the Valley with Purification. Okay, let's get into your tarot. You have Justice. You have Temperance. You have the High Priestess. You have the Four of Swords. And you have the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like you're a very successful person in terms of, well, I think people view you as a very successful person. I think some of you are carrying on a family business or some sort of family tradition. I think people see you as somebody who has it all figured out and all together. But you're not feeling so great about it right now. I think you appreciate it a lot. You appreciate that you have taken this wonderful path, but you really need a break. You really feel like you need a break. Let's see what Spirit has to say about that. Two of Cups. King of Cups. Two of Wands. Nine of Wands. Bless you, Howie. That's my son, my cat, Howie. And he has seasonal allergies. Don't worry, he's being treated. Yeah, friend, if you don't take care of yourself, if you don't treat yourself as the most important person in your life, you're really going to burn out. Okay? You're really, and it's not going to be good. I mean, don't be afraid. I'm not seeing anything horrible, but it's unsustainable. Six of Cups. The Devil. Three of Swords. Six of Wands. Spirit says, what was it that you loved to do when you were a child? What was it that you loved to do when money wasn't important? When you didn't have to worry about bills and rules and societal expectations? Because I feel like you really enjoyed that. And when you had to give it up to be an adult, to be a responsible adult, as they call it, it broke your heart. It broke your heart. And you just didn't let yourself see it again because, you know, what was the point? You thought you couldn't take that path. And so Spirit is saying, please explore that, because there just might be something there for you. You might not have to do the rat race forever if you start exploring this. There's something that you loved in your childhood that will bring you success. Six of Swords. Five of Wands. Nine of Cups. It will be worth the struggle, I heard. It'll be worth the transition. It'll be worth the uncertainty and the insecurity. But you don't have to take any big steps now. Just start playing. I mean, that's the spirit I'm getting from this. It's just play. You know, maybe some of that PTO that you don't take because you've got to get this done and this account finished and take it. This is for your own good. The way that you're pushing is not sustainable. And taking this time for yourself, treating yourself like you're the most important person in your life, because you are, will bring a beautiful outcome for you. Whether that means you continue doing the job you're doing, but you're much more relaxed, or you just go off on a new adventure with this with this old love, the thing that you loved in your childhood. Okay? So please take some time to play. I think it's really important. And I think you're going to miss out on a whole lot if you don't take that risk. Always use your own brain and your own heart, but this is the message from Spirit. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I'll see you next time. Take care.